American audiences know Indian films almost entirely through yours, but actually they're really quite atypical. The typical Indian film goes on for hours and hours and is pure escapist entertainment with bizarre, almost musical interludes interspersed with heavy action sequences. However, there is a new Indian cinema developing, is there not?
Yes, there is over the last 4 or 5 years.
Across decades, Indian cinema has blossomed. Once defined by grand musical tales, it now spans gritty realism, experimental storytelling, and global themes.
Like you're working at my place.
Fortunately, she doesn't work for you.
Today, it mirrors a rapidly changing India. But what does that mean for the new generation? We're turning to some of today's those who've grown up with streaming, diverse stories, and fast access. How do they feel about the cinema of today?
While watching various movies, I got to know.
I think personally, the way Indian cinema can make you... Indian cinema personally feels to me like it is more focused upon...
From Tamil, I would suggest a person to watch this.
I think Sholay, because it's a very...
Let's hear their stories and perspectives on the evolving world of Indian cinema.
How films shaped you? Film has been a huge part of my childhood. I grew up watching it. I grew up loving a lot of movies. I grew up crying watching a lot of movies. So I have an emotional connection to it.
They basically gave me my personality. Before, I had just had one personality that was just being rough. While watching various movies, I got to know what I liked, what I didn't like, and how I should be. So some characters, they shaped my personality entirely.
Films have influenced a lot of different white culture, especially from different type of genres. Some are message oriented, have helped us form different perspectives in life.
Without watching films, we not grow. From my childhood, we watched every actor's movies, and emotions play a major role in life, right?
It made me increasingly dramatic and passionate. Like, I've developed a taste for extremely lame humor.
I mainly watched dubbed Telugu movies. That really helped me immerse myself and open up to a lot of different cultures.
What does Indian cinema feel to you personally?
Indian cinema personally feels to me like it is more focused upon hero and also the storyline that is happening. The story is much into the roots of the culture.
Many languages, many genres, too many actors to keep track of, but yeah, it is home. It is all part of our culture.
I think personally, the way Indian cinema can make you feel, bring out your emotions, or make you think about certain things, it's really magical, I suppose.
Shows me the culture, like in a very diverse form, and the colors, and the songs, music, dialogues, and the history, the politics. What is your most disliked or avoidable film and why?
It's Raja Saab. Another one is Game Changer. I like the story, how they built up, and the screenplay also.
Recently, it has been Good Bad Ugly by Ajit Kumar. It didn't really have much of a story. It was very brief. It was mostly about giving hype to the actor rather than the story itself.
Indian 2. Shankar is one of the greatest actors of Indian cinema as well as Kollywood, and Kamal Haasan is one of the fine actor. But their both combination we expected a lot from them, but it was so much bad.
Kalankave. It's showing full of stupid things. Do you prefer watching films in theaters or on OTT platforms? And why? 100% theaters, because OTT, I feel like it's not a very movie kind of setting. Maybe shows, but not movies. I've had a taste for theaters since I was very young. My father is obsessed with movies, So every weekend we were at the theaters. It's like a habit now.
The answer is both. I watch my comfort films usually when I'm sad or when I'm low, so I can't go to the theaters. But if there's a movie that I'm very excited, I'll definitely go to the theater.
Most of the time I'm an OTT person because it is based upon the movie that is like we want to skip that part of the song or part of the fight that is happening in the scene.
Theaters, because big screens, loud sounds, and it feels like you're connecting to the.
I definitely prefer watching movies on theaters because the experience just cannot be recreated by OTT platforms.
How has OTT platforms changed your relationship with cinema? It's like a free will. Like you can watch it anytime, anywhere. So it's like before it wasn't that obvious. So you can't watch movie, anywhere and whenever you want. But now you can. OTT platform has made me feel so impatient, to be honest. Like I want to skip that part, I can skip that part. And I'm not much of a video song person, so I can personally skip that video song part also. It has in some ways definitely made it better. Movies, sometimes you don't have the time or the money to go to theaters, and OTT platforms provide a more efficient and economic way. I have become impatient because of OTT platforms and also indecisive. There are so many options. There is also the option to not watch anything. There's the option to skip everything. So I think it has made me impatient and indecisive. When was the last time a film made you sit without checking your phone?
Tamil originated dubbed into Telugu movie, which is Youth, which is very rom-com type. So I think that is a very fun movie to watch.
I think the most recent movie I saw, Dude.
Is it very obvious it's Dhurandhar 2? Yeah, obviously. I think it was Sayyara.
There was a film, Bollywood film, Tamasha, that I recently saw.
The most recent film I watched, Dhurandhar 2, The Revenge, it really made me question a lot of things and made me fully immersed into the world of Dhurandhar.
Do you think Indian cinema is evolving or repeating itself? At least the popular movies, I think they're repeating themselves. I cannot sit and watch that. It is very insufferable.
There's no definitive answer because as art, it is increasing, it's developing, but because of a few elements, especially fandoms, it's evolving backwards. Like actors aren't choosing unique scripts nowadays.
I would say it's both, because as we see the technology we are using now and the script and the VFX, it's now evolved. But I would say the music and the actors, they are still the same, and we are also remixing the musics and sometimes the movies. I'd say it's both.
Yes, Indian films are definitely evolving because they're bringing up with fresh contents and concept, and they're reaching global audience.
I think definitely in some ways Indian cinema keeps on repeating the same plots, the same characters. However, I would say there are some movies which are very underrated who have come up with refreshing plot lines. I think Indian cinema is evolving and also repeating itself. It is like so many Western culture is being adapted, and also it is repeating itself by putting some traditional values from the past into that. At the end of the day, it is moving forward towards westernization is what I personally feel.
Do films influence your opinions, fashion or lifestyle? Of course they do. I mean, look at Pooh. That movie came out ages ago, and still girls today, they're all about Pooh's fashion, Pooh's attitude, Pooh's style. So yeah, I guess they do influence us largely.
Films definitely have influenced my lifestyle. It makes me more open to different cultures, more open to different experiences, not so much on my opinion and fashion choices.
I would say yes, it does change the fashion, and the trends. And yeah, it also influences the social norms and also the politics kind of. Who is the current actor you think truly represents Gen Z?
Even though this actor is not Gen Z himself, I think he truly represents our generation, Ranveer Singh.
I would say Ranveer Singh and Ranbir Kapoor really represents the Gen Zs right now.
Rakhi Sawant, I think. I don't think she's starred in movies, but she's got an attitude.
There are two answers for that. One is Nani, and the second one is Pradeep Ranganathan.
I would say that Ranveer Singh, even though he's not a Gen Z, I believe, but his energy and his vibe and aura is kind of Gen Z.
I think Naveen Polishetty and Sri Vishnu.
Ashmika Mandana, because of her active presence on social media and of the way she gets that Instagram language very quick and is into that Gen Z vibe very quick.
What's your favorite music album?
Barfi's soundtrack. Anything by Ranbir Kapoor. Ranbir Kapoor's movies.
I would say the current Dhurandhar 2 movie album. And also Om Shanti Om.
In Telugu film industry would be from Hello. And also Orange.
Ante Sundaraniki. And Sitaram.
During the recent times, I have come to love Dhurandhar music album.
Why a person should watch a film, and what film would you suggest them to watch?
Film shows you different points of view watching films, and mostly this particular film called Pattathalai. It is about the hero itself, Simbu, is portrayed as the villain initially. A guy figures it out that he has been a very kind person and he's been giving back to the community a lot and has been actually protecting his community from other people. Helps us to understand a better life or satisfaction. Drishyam.
It's a kind of entertainment, but aside of entertainment, it actually gives you emotions, some thoughts. It's a good thing. It can teach you some good value things too. From Tamil, I would suggest a person to watch this Prem Kumar movies, and one of those movies were 96 and Meyyaragan. That kind of fine good movies.
Michael Jackson. Hey. Are you happy? Very happy. Me happy. Double happy.
People can watch a film as an entertainment and to also observe the art form. I would recommend a person to watch Bahubali, since it includes all the art forms, including production, designing, and everything.
What's your favorite movie and actor?
My favorite movie is CBI and my favorite actor, Mammootty.
My favorite actor is Nani. My favorite movie is Hi Nana.
My favorite movie is Terry by Vijay Kalapati. But my favorite actor is Dhruv Vikram.
One particular movie that I like from Telugu film industry, I usually have wide spectrum of what I like horror, thriller and etc. But if I have to tell one movie, it would be Hello. My favorite movie, I would say that one I keep going back to is definitely Tare Zameen Par.
Om Shanti. If you could remake any Indian movie for Gen Z, which would it be?
Hum Saath Saath Hai, probably. It's a classic with its original actors, but I think a remake is long due.
Wake Up Sid. It's a Hindi movie starring Ranbir Kapoor. It'll, if we translate what happened in that movie to modern day situations, and I think a lot of people would like it.
It would be Orange for particularly Gen Z because I think it delivers a good message for this generation.
Seeing the current point of view, I would say Ravan is one of the films that will really go ahead, sir.
I try to recreate Maya Bazaar because of its storytelling.
I would definitely choose something like Tare Zameen Par since it talks about very real issues that children face with learning disabilities. And I think it needs to be talked about more.
I think Sholay because it's a very, so-called Indian basic comfort movie, and it was made way before, so I wanted to become a remake now. What are the main agendas of Indian cinema, in your opinion?
There's obviously the motive to gain profit, and other than that, I think they're focused on drama, glamour. There's also storytelling by a few good filmmakers, like inherent values being included in the film.
Sometimes it's political agendas, sometimes it's an agenda, it's like basically propaganda sometimes. But the movies that I like to watch that are Indian cinema, it just makes me feel like they're showing a new form of art. That's it.
So totally depend upon that particular director how they want that movie to be portrayed. Some wants to deliver movies to continue hierarchy of that particular hero, that the fan base they have, or some would like to deliver movies in an artistic way. It is depending upon entirely on director, but the overall agenda might be like they want to elevate the entire plot and the hero of that movie.
Nepotism, politics, creativity, and social norms, and profits, and kind of now it's more of like nudity and violence.
I would say many of the movies, they represent how we see life in a different perspective, but also they want to make profits and everything. So I think that's one of more ways to say.
Yeah, stuff like patriotism, like the underdog character. A lot of heroes in movies are something that a lot of people can relate to, who then go on to become like this very almost godlike character. And that has been a very common theme in a lot of movies. Thank you, Media Studies Department, for this opportunity.
As voices fade and stories settle, one thing becomes clear. Indian cinema is no longer just watched, it's experienced. For this generation, it's more than songs or spectacle. It's identity, influence, and reflection. From tradition to transformation, the journey of Indian cinema continues, shaped not only by creators, but by the audience itself. And as stories evolve, so will the people who connect with them. Because in the end, cinema doesn't just mirror society, it grows with it.